Hello guys, so welcome to our evening show. My name is Chooks and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, we will bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. For now, we start with tonight's evening news. So the news will they hear this evening, this one even shocked me. Now by the fact say Gabriel Jesus is with the Arsenal squad for tonight's game against Newcastle. So the Metro first dropped that news. Then Charles Watts also dropped the news on social media when he talks about the resources with the Arsenal squad for tonight's game. So as I see the reports, I was somehow skeptical. Shey im go dey for the lineup to play? That was one of the questions wey me I dey ask. Or im go dey for the bench, probably to come in later because this guy he don tell wey him play and it was just this morning 90 minutes told us that Gabriel Jesus got a setback. They even quote Mikel Arteta White that say yes, say the guy gets setback, they no need to rush him in. So I don't really know now till we see the lineup. We'll know whether because not just the Metro and Charles Watts, even the Independent, Football London, many people carry this story this evening. Say Gabriel Jesus is back with the Arsenal squad, say he followed and trained. In fact, me, I don't watch the video, but from the report I read, they say he was spotted in the Arsenal training today. I remember saying yesterday, Arteta said him done they ready to play, saying done the train with them because say may they see one more training session. Not just him, Vieira, and Partey. Say may they see one more session. They'll come know whether in they good to go. So if all things being equal, say Gabriel Jesus Conde ready to play today, it will make a whole lot of sense because when Gabriel Jesus play, it brings something different to our style of play. Because if you check the last few games we don't play, we dey pack everybody put for the first 11 and we don't really get firepower for the bench, which is why people like Theo Walcott and many Arsenal fans they accuse Mikel Arteta of not trusting those that are on the bench. And if you say be Arteta, sure you go really trust the people like Nketiah and Nelson. And I see some people in the comments and say, Sachu, you dey underrate Nketiah, they belittle him, they do this. Baba, let's call a spade a spade. Get it is because the circumstances are not normal. That is why you have the likes of Nketiah here and Reece Nelson. If the circumstances are normal, you know we'll see them here. Wait next season, what will sign Pedro Neto? If assuming say we sign him, are you telling me we will sign Pedro Neto and Nelson will still there here? You know we'll find square root. We ain't go there in the pecking order of wingers. So if you count Saka, you go count Pedro Neto before you go put Nelson. Why are you going to be counting Saka, Nelson before Pedro Neto? So depending on who comes in, before all this kind average or mediocre players, they will find that well. So it is what it is. But just observe and see when the lineup will come aside today. All right, so away from that, so Bukayo Saka when they talk about the way we defenders they defend against them for the EPL. So you got to say the way we defenders they try to smash them, they try to mark them. Say him they see him as a compliment. Get when opposition players try to smash me, you get, and I refuse to complain about the treatment meted out to me from these defenders. Get say you no get anything to complain. When defenders meet me 1v1, they call for help. Get you know say, and that one are true. You don't I don't observe say most times let's catch an opposition defender 1v1. That one will put him for back. They call him friends. Say, come. Before this guy go lick me like a pot of soup. So when that happens, Saka they see him as a sign of respect. So that person will say, they leave me at you 1v1, you don't stand a chance. So you guys call, you guys team up, you get. Say, and the way they take the marker, he don't really want to complain. They say, in a part of the football, say, he don't ask some defenders, the opposition, where he be friends, to say, why you say if you see me now go won't smash me now won't break my leg or damage me? They say it's the job or no offense get don't go take her like say I get any bad blood for you. Say it's just the job description. Say now he don't understand since they don't explain to them. He don't understand. Say they are just doing their own job to protect their own goal, whereas himself as an Arsenal winger is doing his own job to bypass that defender to go and assist or score for his own team. So he don't really get anything against anybody as long as they no break in leg. You get if na normal tackle, say no get any worry. But then they do their job and himself will do his job. Say if he dribble them, you get if they want smash and make one escape, say go just they laugh. You get so I want to Bukayo Saka explain. All right, the question asked Mikel Arteta about VAR because now for this Newcastle match for the first leg, we will play. We after the match, after that controversy, Arteta can't make that infamous outburst when they thought say this is a disgrace, get that this is unacceptable. We ask ourselves come as I can support them. So Arteta can talk say before he even make that outburst, he follow Tim Cook for Arsenal and Edu Gaspar, follow them talk. They say, see, oh, I won't complain for this thing for public. Oh, they say, man, go ahead. So Arsenal really support them. And I think that when they talk, say, ever since we make that complaint, if you check, say the VAR don't do very, very good now. You know, they as bad as it was before. And after any complaint, many other managers also made their own complaint. Say, now, VAR is at least manageable. So our own prayer for the match we'll go play today. Now make we don't get any controversy. Let there be no controversy in today's match. Talking about today's match, many Arsenal fans are calling for Martinelli to be benched. Say the way when they play for Porto, it be like say the guy don't tire. That is what many Arsenal fans are talking about. So I don't know what you think. Do you subscribe to that line of thoughts? Say maybe Moko bench Martinelli. True. I don't know. Do you subscribe to that line of thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section because people they talk say since Gabriel Jesus don't come back, make sure that Kokuma play Martinelli side. Make Martinelli bench because Martinelli is most of the time more effective when it comes from the bench. But everything will depend on how like the players will get available for the first level. Because if you say you want bench Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli. If you say you want bench Martinelli, who is going to play in his position? If Trossard play, they will go play 9. Probably go to say they put Kai Havertz for number 9. If Kai Havertz play for number 9, who go play for number 8 row? Because remember, this Newcastle side are a very physical side. So the height of Kai Havertz is going to be needed. That is long leg is going to be needed. That is his style of committing players and making them foul him will be needed in today's match so that we'll get that early goal to scatter that their low block. Because in fact, I was watching Eddie Howe when they contemplate whether that 3-5-2 will play today because themselves no get plenty players we don't come back. So he's looking at fielding 2 strikers like maybe Antonio Gordon and Alexander Isak. So now those 2 players in the field saying go play 3-5-2. So Dan Burn, Fabian Schär, and Sven Botman, and then go be the 3 backline. They'll come flank there with Kieran Trippier. So I don't know how they want to do Schär. Well, at least 1 hour before the game, line up for both teams will all come aside. So we'll see who Arsenal and Eddie Howe will use for this match we'll go play tonight. All right, so away from that, so Ian Wright got to talk say in which say Arsenal sign Cole Palmer from Manchester City and not Chelsea. We go sign the player because the player is really too good for Chelsea. He's playing fantastically well. Basically, I like the way the guy they play. The guy they very pacey. Some people don't like linking the guy to Mahrez, saying they play like Mahrez. So Ian Wright say he really like the player, but he already go join Chelsea. We know if he sign every player waiting for this world now. They signed him for 40 million and it's looking like a bargain again because the guy is playing very well. Don't score plenty goals for Chelsea this season, even though some now penalties, but still he's a decent player. If you check the match which Chelsea play against Man City, we'll see what Cole Palmer do for that match. Guy a very decent and very good player. Now William Gallas when they come outside and talk say make Arsenal sign Dominic Solanke instead of going for Ivan Toney and Osimhen. See what he make a call the talk like this. It was Solanke is going to fit Arsenal style of play and say the guy itself he no go dey too expensive like those where they mention their names near him. On the other hand, people like Osimhen, Ivan Toney, they have a very strong character. And you can say, they sure say Osimhen will get good relationship with Arteta because there's this narrative out there that Arteta cannot cope with big name players. This narrative don't they how they say that was why he lost out with Ozil, he lost out with Alexander Lacazette, he lost out with Aubameyang. That narrative he don't there. Even though me personally I don't buy into that beer parlor narrative. I don't really buy it, but it is what it is. For me, I don't think if we really have the money, they can't put Solanke on the table like the opportunity to buy and say if we saw one buy, I ain't go come. Say Solanke, Ivan Toney, or Osimhen. Someone could choose. I will choose Toney and Osimhen ahead of Solanke any day, anytime. If we have the money. But if we don't get the money, we'll say, okay, let's just go with it. But if the money the wine baby, why would they carry issue and take on the leave Osimhen just because William Gallas no like her? No, I don't subscribe to that line of thoughts. Now, moving on. So Arsene Wenger, Kokoma Saka talk about Saka, Bukayo Saka, can say he really like the way Saka they play. Since Saka is one of the most fouled footballers in the EPL, and another good feature of this player, I say he hardly complains. He doesn't moan. He gets as a football player, he's top class. Now what you talk, and he can't get one last thing when they talk about Bukayo Saka. Say Saka is not scared of anybody. When I read that report, I say, what did this man talk not true? Because mention one defender where you feel say Saka dey fear. Nobody gets nobody. Saka isn't scared. Saka believe in himself. That's what I like about. I know say as I see Saka now, Saka is going to finish good. So Saka is still like a raw material. Give him some years. When he go reach that can be 25 years. If you see Saka, you no go know am again. You go dey bliss, they bear pass, you go dey fall, you go dey dribble. So more just give him time. He just did somehow say this 22-year-old boy just will give us so much responsibility. Now they drag Arsenal from the scruff of the neck. They carry us go to the finish line. So just chill. You get this same player the next 2-3 years. You know, go recognize him again. He will be a world-class player by then. Probably go run win plenty things by then. So this is what it is. I don't know how many of you watch this Man City match. Although now the match now 1-0, Man City they beat Bournemouth. As when I took these screenshots, it was still 0-0. It is about 37 minutes. We can see the watch out like this. There were 37 minutes gone. Man City they win 1-0. I was hoping to see what the Bournemouth go fit do for this their home. I did watch Sri Lanka and Semenyo. So those two players, they're one of my favorite players for Bournemouth, and they're not doing that so bad. They come outside, come match Man City toe to toe. They know they play low block. That's one thing I respect about them. So more just to watch whether they go do any magic for us. Because if Man City win now, Man City go dey ahead of us with like 4 points. So we go need to respond with a win. Because Liverpool don't win, Man City don't win. So now we need to respond. Yes. If this match end 1-0 like this, so that means Man City don't win. So more just to watch how everything will end at the end of the day. All right, so the biggest news of the night, remember the fact say Charles Watts and Metro, they let us know say Gabriel Jesus is with the Arsenal squad for tonight's game with Newcastle. And this one they come against the news here in the morning, say Gabriel Jesus gets set back for injury. So we'll just watch when the lineup come out. We'll know whether in there for the starting 11 or in there for bench. Because this is what Charles Watts put out on Facebook, say Gabriel Jesus is with the Arsenal squad for tonight's game against Newcastle. So you know really talk whether the guy go start or not. So we'll just watch how everything go run. In the next that kind of 8 p.m. lineup go run come outside. By then we don't get clarity on who will start for Arsenal, who will start, who will for bench. So then by then Arsenal lovers will open the studios by that kind of 8:40 p.m. to do the pre-match analysis of the match between Arsenal and Newcastle at the Emirates Stadium. So till then, thanks for tuning in. Now get out and